Let's play some Red Rack here. Red Rack here in Modern. We made a few slight adjustments from the beginning of the year. We added Lightning Skelementals here and took out a Kroxa Dreadbore. We also took out the Blackmail and we took out a Liliana to make room for all four of these. We are hoping to dodge Lava Dart, otherwise Skelemental won't necessarily get through. We have Inquisitions, Thoughtseizes, we have Rack, Shrieking Afflictions here, all the good Rack pieces. Liliana's here as well. Sideboard, because we're in red, we can do things with Blood Moon, we can do things with Rabblemaster to be faster, we have access to K-Command, we have some Collective Brutalities and Ley Lines. This is Red Rack. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go away. And actually, real quick, Last Gods found our donation thing. I think Nightbot hopefully has said it at least once. We have opened up basically buying a league. You can buy a league. If it's a modern list, it's 25. If it's something else, it's a little bit more. That should be on the forum. So you have the forum list, and then you can go to the Streamlabs place, and hopefully notifications are all good with that. Brand new, just started, and let's go to match 1. Hopefully it works. I don't know. Untested. Don't be the first one. Let's play first. We can play first with Red Rack, by the way, because we are a little bit more aggressive than other versions. Just keep that in mind. Let's go Rack. What's up, Gargamel? How's it going? How's it going? Fetch, Shock, Raven's Crime sounds like a funny play. Sets herself up for Skelementals. Maybe I should just do it off the basic. Fetching and Shocking is a lot of damage. Let's go. I mean, this just screams Rack, right? Fetch. Basic Swamp, Raven's Crime. You know what's up, opponent. You know what's up. What's up, KO? What up, KO? Also, we're going to be having a collaboration KO stream next week. Does Dragon Stompy Red Prison have any legs? If that's the one with Gadrick, not really. Not that I'm aware of. But I don't see a reason why a mid-range Red Prison list with dragons wouldn't be reasonable. Opponent Thoughtseizes after using Bobble here. Bobble plus Luris is probably not a great thing for us to be running into if we're really honest with what's going on here. Opponent takes a Liliana. Bobble trigger, and we top deck a Blackleaf Cliffs. Let's just make them discard one thing here with the Raven's Crime. I can get rid of the Polluted Delta, and then we'll use a Skelemental to help clear out the rest. I'm trying to take no damage here in case they have a Scourge. I don't want them to be playing a Scourge here. Dismember for my opponent into the bin. Let's go. Because they want to play a land here. That'll move them down to 4 cards. And if they play anything else, even lower. Here's a Bobble. Cracks the Bobble. Fatal Push isn't a worry for Skelemental currently. Bolt is, though. Bolt is. But Moonmark will be playing probably a little more Red Prison on, what is it? Friday. Inquisition's away one of the Skelementals, meaning that other Skelemental hits them to 1 card after Bobble draw. Unless they have a Bolt. Bobble draws. Well, Raven's Crime's not a bad follow-up, I suppose. Skelemental attempting to attack them, putting them to 1 card left. They have bolts. So they have 2 cards. KO, I think you have a flawless, no timeout, no ban, no mod comments, nothing. Careful. Careful. We're going to get rid of this Raven's Crime. Would have been nice to fire it off, but alas, they had a Kroxa. we top deck into a Shrieking Affliction, which we will go ahead and play and begin the War of Damage soon. They're going to just hold on to cards here. No real surprise. Top of the library for us is a Terminate. Not a great card, but it would get rid of a Crocs if they find a way to replay that card. 2 mana Tarmogoyf. Terminate also kills that nicely. Goodbye. Can we get a Skelemental while they're tapped out, please? Thoughtseize will work. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize, see what's going on over there. Temur, Lightning Bolt. Goodbye, Lightning Bolt. Goodbye, Lightning Bolt. You may have Temur Battle Rages. 2 mana here would be really brutal if they had a Scourge. Gosh, they had a Scourge. It's brutal because we just took 2 damage off Thoughtseize. All right, well, we get to Raven's Crime them. Not bad. Every land is a discard here. 1 Temur Battle Rage down. Shrieking Affliction triggered here. Can we race a Scourge? Lily, Dreadbore, Terminate. Kroxa wouldn't be a terrible draw into land. I know I ditched the 1 land to the Raven's Crime. Attacks for 2. Next turn we take a lot. There's a Lily. There's a Lily. A Lily down tick here. Let's get rid of this Scourge. Scourge would kill us pretty nicely. They'd attack us for 4, and then that would be 8, and then they'd attack us for 8, so we take 12 and go to 4. I don't want to do that. That would be ridiculous. Gargamel, do you have like special talents here? Or are you just making me read the chat? Oh, that's what it is. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's Lily. Turn comes back here. Let's go ahead and Raven's Crime. Again, if we were to just get a Kroxa, a land played would be a little bit better. They get rid of the Temur Battle Rage. They have an unknown card. Shrieking Affliction trigger here, down to 5. Yep, every land's a discard and deal damage. Plays Seal of Fire. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and attempt an Inquisition. See what's up. Steal the Fatal Push. Good luck, opponent. Shrieking Affliction looks like it's going to do the damage it needs to. Take 3. Down to 2. Do we get there? Do we get there? Concession. W on the board for us. Woohoo! Woohoo! Alright, my opponent's got Fatal Pushes, Seal Fires, and the likes of nastiness. I kind of want to bring in Blood Moons over Skelementals. Affliction to Shrieking. What do we got here? You'd hope they'd seal themselves. You never know. Alright, my opponent does care about their graveyard some. K-Command is a discard, which isn't bad. Skelemental would be nice to keep here. It's tough to see the Seal of Fire and then know that the Skelementals here could be killed pretty easily. I really think, as funny as it is, my opponent wouldn't expect a Blood Moon, probably. I kind of want to bring in maybe 1 to 2. Get rid of it, maybe 1 Skelemental. Maybe a Wrench Mine, maybe not. Wouldn't mind a K-Command. Kills a Lurrus. So is Collective Brutality, though. Let's bring 1 Blood Moon in for fun. And let's bring in... I kind of want to bring in a Brutality over 1... Maybe like Thoughtseize. Let's try that. I think we're pretty well matched. I could be bringing Rabblemaster in, but I think the main game plan here is going to be just fine to try to make it work. So we're going to do that. Besides, fetching for a basic doesn't like indicate the one Blood Moon that I do have. We're going to keep this hand if given the opportunity, and my opponent has decided to play first as well. Looks pretty decent. May even be worth playing Shrieking Affliction as the first card. Maybe not. They might play too slow then. Definitely keep though. Definitely keep though. We take like very little damage here, so Scourge isn't that frightening. What do you got? What do you got with this bauble? What do you got? Nothing? Alright. Alright, nothing. We take a draw. They have no idea about the Kroxa. Good for us. Alright. We're just going to Inquisition. We'll get the Shrieking Affliction down later. We have a Kroxa now, so things look really nice for us to kind of battle our opponent here. Overgrown Tomb. Veil. Veil it is. Oh, you fixed it? Thanks. Thanks, Grace. Thanks. How many lands go in a Yorion list? Less than 80. KO has a mod comment now. Let's see what this mod comment says. KO would love that comment. KO would be proud. You know what, KO? I'm not even gonna show you. Wrenchmine taken from the Inquisition. Looks like a great opportunity to get a Kroxa down now. Shocks in, we got a Seal of Fire. They don't know about that card, so let's keep it hidden for now. We're just gonna play the Kroxa like they expect. Make them discard. Liliana next isn't a bad idea. They discard a Fatal Push. Okay. Okay. What's so nice here is that, I mean, they obviously discarded a Fatal Push, but the fact that we can get like a Kroxa as a way to kind of finish the game off is just so nice. Not have to completely rely on like Affliction. It's just so nice. All right, here's a little Scourge. It's little, it's tiny, it's a 1/1. Extra Shrieking Affliction. Okay. If I don't get the red here, the Kroxa is kind of like a thing that won't happen. So I probably fetch Shock here and then play Lily and downtick to kill the Scourge because I'm growing it. And then the Seal of Fire probably hits this Lily. And then I can double Shrieking Affliction, or I can play New Lily next. True, Steez, true. We do play it in such a way that we have to play a little more interaction because we're not playing bridge to stop creature lists. And although I really like a bridge list, prison and all, this kind of unlocks our fury that's always tied up behind bridges. So if we're able to do that and get to slam in at some opponents, it always feels good. Opponent plays a land. They feel awkward doing this because they know, well, that's one less card in hand. Especially now that I have 2 Shrieking Afflictions. Things about to get real crazy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5 if they kill the Liliana. They really don't want this to stick around, so I expect Seal of Fire to hit here. They may put Lurrus to hand. Lurrus to hand and a Bauble is really not a great thing for us. Plays a new Scourge and probably shoots this. Plays a Death Shadow as well. Ooh. Alright, and shoot. You gotta shoot this. There's no way you let me uptick here. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot Liliana. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I can't play the Skelemental because we have a Seal of Fire. I mean, what if I just uptick Liliana, play 2 Shrieking Afflictions? I mean, that's just gotta be it, right? Uptick, 2 Shrieking Afflictions. Pass. Liliana next turn. Do it again. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead. Send them at me. This makes it 6. Temur Battle Rage would kill me off the top. They ended up getting rid of a Goyf. Double Shrieking Affliction. Looking to avoid one and only Temur Battle Rage here. Temur Battle Rage, we would die. We're not dead yet. Kroxa doesn't kill us. We're good, I think. 9, 10, 11, 15. We go to 1. Shoots Liliana. Dies a Shrieking Affliction. Well, we were going to go to 1. We would go to 1. If they seal us, this grows by 2. It's basically a pump for 4. We're at 5. Winner. Top deck is Lily. Lily coming and hanging out with us. Nice. It's a W. I disagree. Opponent could try to math. They were just vengeful of the Liliana there. They left that Liliana there. But I guess if they would have done that, then I would have been able to play the Skelemental and attacked. But then their creature would have been bigger. I don't know. It's tough. Miss Tergrid? Tergrid will be back for Black Prison later. We might play Red Prison, Black Prison on Friday. We might play Vesperlark on Friday. We might play Blue-White Control on Friday. Prison Blue-White Control. People. Thinking I'm going to play Ojutai. Alright, we're 1-0. My opponent's 3-1. Let's stop them from their 4-1. We're going to play first. Why? Because we can with this list, because we're aggressive. Black Cleave into Wrenchmine into Skelemental. Sign me up. Let's go. Incoming Tron. Cavern of Souls. Naming. Elves. Oh, crap. Oh no, we played this earlier. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna Wrenchmine here just to try to clear the hand as quickly as possible. Kroxa can come later. Get out of here, 2 cards. Don't have Pyre. Nice. Fatal Push, Dwynen. Get out of here. What's next? They're gonna have like no cards. That's the plan. Windswept Heath. Okay. Attacks for 2. Good move. This way when they play something, it untaps. 18 to maybe 19 with fetch. Yes, it is. Maybe 17 with shock. Oh, they play Dryad Arbor. Okay. Llanowar Elves, untap. Oh man, I think I'm Skelementaling. Skelementaling, then Kroxa plus Wrenchmine. Do. All right. Will I get frustrated if I do an update with a Pioneer list? I probably won't have any more words for you. Maybe it was supposed to be Inquisition Wrenchmine here. I'm giving my opponent a chance to play something else. Yeah, I think it was Inquisition Wrenchmine there to clear the hand completely, but hey, getting in for 6 is fun. I probably just won't have much more, Corey. Plus, it'll be reviewed at the end of the league. Get smashed for 6. I will just say this. I have no knowledge of Pioneer. That's it. That's all I'll say. You do what you want to. Bloodbraid Elf and a Realm Walker hit the bin. Yeah, Inquisition plus Wrenchmine would have been better there. But maybe my opponent doesn't play anything here. Would be strange. Also be strange if they just play like an Aether Vial here. What if I Wrench Mine myself to fuel out a Kroxa? No one expects that, right? All you know about Modern is it's not Pioneer. There you go. Got a 2-drop. Looks like we have a 2-drop. War Master is in play. I guess I Skelemental again. Skelemental. Hits for 6 again. I see very little reason to either Inquisition or Wrench Mine at the moment. Make them discard. Ooh, it's a Bloodbraid. This sacks 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5. If I hit a fetch land, Inquisitioning myself for the Kroxa would be better. I think we're fine here because I can Wrench Mine and Kroxa next turn. My opponent doesn't look like they're threatening lethal in 2 turns here. So they just have a Wooded Foothills. So now it's like Kroxa just for 3 damage. They're hitting me for 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts me to 9. They don't even attack with the elf. I don't know. I don't understand. So Kroxa here. 1, 2, 3. I think I just Wrench Mine myself now. Just Wrench Mine myself so Kroxa is a guaranteed play next turn. And we get a blocker. If I hit like a Skelemental, fine, I fire that off. But if I hit nothing, I have at least the Kroxa. And my opponent goes to 3 now. So if they play anything, they die. If they get a Lord effect, they can hit for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh gosh. What kills me here? So 2 things attacking. Shaman plus Lord would kill me. Double Lord does not kill me though. So it has to be like Shaman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be Shaman plus something. It doesn't even have to be a Lord because they would then hit with 6 and then 4. So Shaman is a kill, and they do find the Shaman. Dang it. Man, they fetch too. That's so brave. I'm so close too. Dang it. And we were going to draw the land, so the Kroxa was going to be our only play. So close. So close. All right, this is definitely a Blood Moon and Collective Brutality kind of matchup. Just bringing in more removal. My opponent had enough things at the higher 4 mana cost. Bloodbraid Elves and Collected Companies. I suppose Thoughtseize isn't the worst to keep in. I was quite a top deck. Collected Company into the Shaman. It had the right card on 1 and the right card in the 6. I could like bring in K commands and just go full like removal like that Yorion player did to us. That might be correct. Get rid of some of the Raven's crimes. Maybe keep 1 in. Get rid of a Thoughtseize. Liliana, Skelemental. How's this looking so far? One rack effect might be okay. Yeah, I think I just want all this removal. I think if we can stop them a little bit here, we'll be in good shape. We want to probably bring the Liliana back in, just make this all the removal. I'm not going to play the Croc, so let's do it this way. All right, I'm happy with this. Coco hitting Shaman isn't too surprising. It's like the Tron player having 3 Tron. True. All right, let's play first because we're an interactive list still. We'll keep this opening hand. I can probably fetch for basic mountain and put just a rack in immediately and then work our way up to terminate plus Liliana. That seems reasonable. Hunter of the House, thank you for the follow. They might be Hunter. We haven't really had a reason to have board wipes. The elf list that we are seeing here, I won't say is brand new, but is only kind of a recent resurgence of the archetype. Otherwise, we usually had enough spot removal. Usually we did. All right, we're going to go ahead and just terminate the Mystic here. I'm not going to deal with creatures on the battlefield. Needs more pack rat? That's for the Black Prison list. But yeah, you could definitely have... my opponent. Even if I lose, I must salute the rack. Nice. There's a Cavern. This makes Dwynen's Elite worse. War Master's not that great either here. 2 mana. There's an Elvish War Master. We'll be nailing it with the Liliana. Pew, pew. Here's a good example of where like Liliana plus Skelementals are going to probably take over. And then this is going to give us like a boost on this rack here, which is super nice. Pack rat in all the lists, even the mono white, mono red, mono green lists. Rack trying to do things. Opponent's set 3, going up to 4 cards here. Overgrown Tomb. 3 mana. Elvish Archdruid. So here's a perfect example of where I probably just hit him with the Skelemental. Hit him, uptick, pass turn. Maybe I don't even bother upticking. And I probably still do, right? Just get rid of the Inquisition uptick. This hits him for 6. Rack's gonna do another 3. Here, upticking here may force Archdruid at this. Maybe I want to be playing Inquisition plus Liliana next turn. I'm just going to pass here so I can Inquisition plus Liliana. If they don't play something here, because they're trying to hold it for rack, I can Inquisition Liliana downtick on this. There's probably like no reason to uptick here. They're going to attack this. So I just lose a card. And that's not worth it to me. Nice. Little shaman. Little shaman here. And this attacks here probably. They might ignore it now. They might just go me. All right. Clever. Blood Moon's kind of interesting. They take 3 here. Blood Moon stops them from casting anything. I now go up here to force that I'll down tick next turn, and then I have Liliana to clear the hand once again. Forcing the down tick here would kill one of these, And then they replaying this would make sure that rack happens over the next 2 turns. Should be good. I could also down tick, clear, and then rack, and then just work on like discarding with Liliana. Eventually finding another discard to get beyond the fact that they can't play anything. Like me some Blood Moon. You know, it wouldn't be a fluffy stream without a little bit of Blood Moon, right? See, now they have to attack this. Okay. Might buy us a turn. Mm, 4, 5, 6. This does make green, technically. This does 3 damage. Then this, so I can Liliana this turn, uptick. Should be safe. Yeah, if they need it, but they don't have the black. They could play a Coco. That would be really brutal. Thank you all for the follows. All right, I'm going to Liliana here. I think I down tick. Uptick rack does 3. Opponent attacks me. They have to attack Liliana with probably Shaman does 2. I don't get the Shrieking Affliction then. What do you mean I insta-lose? What are you talking about? They're not killing me this next turn. Well, it's not like I pick which one either here. All right. We'll kill something. I have a lot of removal in the list. We have a lot of discards too. All right, they get rid of Shaman because this is green mana for them. Let me pull up both of those last gods so I can glance at them in a second. Rack triggers here, goes down to 4. They're not going to play anything, obviously, this turn. They're just going to kill Liliana. Yeah, but maybe we don't want the most draws. Maybe we just want to try to win right there off the top. All right, well, this looks good now. Look at that. Look at that discard. So both lines would have been fine. All right. There we go. We got there. Going to game 3, I believe. Nice. Nice. Let's see if we want to change anything. Last god, why doesn't your Sultai list have Fallen Shinobi? Oh gosh, your Esper list is the one with Fallen Shinobi. Why is it called Esper? Oh no, never mind. Alright, the Esper list looks more interesting. What am I changing? Am I changing anything here? Maybe I want the Skelementals in. They were pretty good. A lot of damage. Maybe they're just better than like one of Raven's Crime that I've got floating in here. Blood Moon did work. They're going to prep for Blood Moon this time. I'm going to take one Blood Moon out. You know what? Kind of want... No, let's not get greedy. Let's do it this way. All right, what do we got here? This is a good little starting hand here. I will keep this. Little Wrench Mine. Little Skelemental. Kill, kill, kill. Don't have any fatal pushes here. Here comes the basic forest. Basic forest. No respect. Overgrown tomb. Llanowar elf. Alright, so we have a terminate. That's kind of nice. We can either terminate or wrench mine. We might go super hard at their hand though, because we can do wrench mine, lightning skelemental, then deal with whatever's on the battlefield. I'm gonna go fetch a basic here, I think. We might just kill that now. I said I'd fetch a basic. Still probably reasonable to still do. Alright, well, we're going to kill Archdruid, I suppose, because I don't want more things out on the battlefield. We can then Thoughtseize and Wrench Mine next turn, and then start Skelementaling and Lilianaing. This seems good. This seems good. Land played. Good, good, good. What else you got? Heritage Druid. All right, big question here. Do we think they have a Veil of Summer? If they do, I could Skelemental instead. If we think they have that, Skelemental's nicer. If they have a removal, Skelemental's worse. If I target them with any of this, we could have a problem if they do have that Veil. I kind of think I want to do a Skelemental here. They didn't play anything else, and that's, to me, means they've got some sort of interaction. Lily plays around Veil, not if I wanted to maybe kill something. And if I'm doing Lily, it's only a discard of 1. I want to discard 2 with the Skelemental instead, if I'm going to be doing that. I think I'm going to Skelemental here. And we can Skelemental off a basic as well. We could be shocking in so I can Wrench Mine plus something, but I think I'm going to be Thoughtseizing and Collected Company, or Collected Brutality next. Let's see if they have a removal. It just feels stronger. Ooh. Windswept Heath. Okay, do we have like Path or something? Fatal Push is an option, obviously. Dryad. Okay. Hit for 6. Boom. Windswept Heath, Overgrown Tomb. They kept one card that could be who knows what. Now it might be a Liliana uptick kind of turn. Might be. Tax for 3. Down to 14. Down to 14, holding what I presume is like a Veil. It just smells like Veil to me. Let's go ahead and Liliana and uptick. I'm not going to hold a Thoughtseize here. I want to get rid of the Veil. And it's just too obviously Veil. Thoughtseize hurts me as well, so I'm just not interested in that. There's a Shaman. Alright. One unknown card. This is high enough that it doesn't die to their creatures right now. 2 mana Weather the Storm. Okay, we're going to do some Collected Brutality things next then. Sounds good. Intriguing. Are we going to attack Liliana here? Attacking Liliana for 1, for 2, for 3. Nice. All right, easy uptick here, getting rid of Wrench Mine. Oh, never mind. All right. Oh, So uptick, still getting rid of Wrench Mine here. 2-mode the Collective Brutality is not a bad idea to gain a little bit of life. Killing something, gain a little bit. Kill Heritage Druid and gain 2. Pitch the Blackcleave Cliffs because it comes into play tapped and we don't really need that. They'll probably send a few more things at Liliana here. It's probably about as good as we go. Go ahead, opponent. You can attack Liliana for 2 more damage. Nice. They attack 1 upstairs. Don't respect that I could remove this by chance. Playing a Nettle Sentinel. A Wrench Mine. Downtick Liliana. They just kill off like Dryad here. It's 4 damage instead of 5. 5's a 3-turn clock. 4 is a 4-turn clock. We're not really doing much else. Let's go ahead and make them remove something here. If we would have played a little bit different with the Weather the Storm, like playing something else, not thinking it was Veil, we'd be a bit more in this, I suppose. Attacks us for 2, kills Liliana. No surprises there. Land is not what we want. I'm going to... MLB Network. Yeah, Zastro shirt. Do I make them discard? What do they hold that they decided that they attack me instead? I mean, this can't be anything interesting. Oh well. Incoming Veil now. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, Wrath Effect would be helping us here against the elves. Oh well. Hits for 4. Takes us to 8. 2 turn clock after this turn. Plays something post-combat, untapping Nettle. It's another Nettle. Still a 2 turn clock. We'll terminate. I'm just going to do it now. Just going to do it now. Go ahead, opponent. We're holding the Polluted Delta in case we need it for whatever reason. I don't see us needing it. We need another removal. Need them to have nothing here. Dwynen's Elite. That means we're dead. I don't have mass removal, and we end up top decking the land. All right. Opponent has us. There's a Dreadbore, Shrieking, Wrench Mine, some Fatal Pushes, and K commands. K command, getting the Skelemental back could have been pretty nice. Yeah, well. All right, we're 1-1. Red Rack doesn't play Bridge because we're trying Skelementals and Croxas. But instead of being aggressive with, say, Rabble Masters and maybe the Blood Moons or Voids, I could be playing Anger the Gods or like Bantus or stuff like that. I picked the one with Shinobi last god. But it's really your choice. It really is your choice. All right, let's go ahead and play this match number 3 here. We got a hand. All right. We keep. They both have Shinobi? I didn't see Shinobi in the Sultai one. I will forget to play Yorion if you pick that one. Ooh, Mardu. Mardu, huh? All right, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Just look like a normal... Oh, no. Oh, no. At least I have a lot of lands. I guess I want them to Smallpox, right? And I don't want them to Cleansing Wildfire because that's a redraw. This is interesting. Yeah, I don't want the redraw. I'm ready to take on your Boom Bust. I'm ready. Smallpox me. Flagstones. Yeah, they're gonna kill it too. I know. But I don't want them to draw a card. Boom Bust. Fine. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Another Triome they go get. Oh. Find the Bile League Q. Should be what that says. They're gonna Smallpox me? Gosh. I think I'm gonna wait on this. Just I'm trying not to indicate that I'm Rack here. If I can do that, maybe they'll fire off the Smallpox here. I'm trying to hide this information. You want to Rack here? I want to hide the information. I want to encourage them to Smallpox me. Oh, another Flagstones. Now they're going to Smallpox me. All right. This isn't looking the worst, though. I'm going to get rid of the Bloodstained Mire here. Land. They obviously are ramping, but now with the Raven's Crime and the racks and stuff, we're looking pretty good. So we can probably just, what, rack here? They have, what, Godless Shrine left? Oh, if we work up to that. Oh, I'm going to have a fun day with my opponent. It's just a Godless Shrine left. Let's Shrieking Affliction. And then rack Raven's Crime. Hopefully drawing lands, and then Skelemental blast their face off. Look at that, it's the DQ line. The DQ line. Dairy Queen, get your Blizzard. But yeah, there's two lists currently listed there. Those are my test ones. So there's no queue. There's no queue. Last God. Thanks. Appreciate it. And the first donation. How's it going, Last God? Lingering Souls. All right. 2 cards. They're not going to throw anything out there, obviously. We're going to shock in here because we're going to rack them and crime them. Get crimed. They're not going to want to play anything again anyway. And hopefully with that land and we get the Skelemental them. We'll get that one in, Last God. We can probably work it so that you're here when we do it too. I would guess. Opponent attacks us with the little spirits in the air. Probably just fires this off, honestly. Come on, land. Land's all we're asking for here. Oh. Alright, well, I don't want to take this much damage. We'll kill one of these and pass turn. Oh, rack, do some damage, please. Down to 10. Ooh, Bobble's really good. Redraws are awesome. Hits me for 3, puts me to 10. Looking for that land. Come on, land. I didn't even fetch earlier. Land. Ooh, what are 3 drops? Our Smallpox person's done the damage to us. It's toying with us. I mean, back-to-back Skelementals is lethal. They've got to feel safe at 4 cards, right? Maybe they'll play this Godless Shrine. What's UO? I don't know. What is UO? Down to 7. Land. Ah, Raven's Crime. No, we're gonna die. A Lingering Souls has been binned here. That's not good. Rack them. Down to 8. No, they drew. That's right. With the bobble, they drew. Is that not the shrine? Oh, probably. I don't know. I'm pretty confident they had one still. And for 3, this puts me to 4. Spirits kill me now. Plays a Crack the Earth for each of us to sacrifice a permanent. Well, Shrieking Affliction, right? No, it's Rack, right? Whatever. I need an untapped basic land here. Dang it, Pox. Dang it, Pox. Plague Engineer would be good. I don't have that, though. Don't have that. Smallpox, huh? So Leyline the Void's probably a yes. Ashiok could potentially be a yes as well. Rabblemaster's kind of interesting, and so is Blood Moon. Collective Brutality is interesting too. Everything's interesting. I don't think I want a Blood Moon just for a Flagstones. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Really worried that my opponent... Well, they never saw Skelemental, so I guess that's good. Fatal pushes out, Raven's Crimes perhaps out. Bring Rabblmasters in and a pair of ley lines. You like the thing that says the League? Thanks. Maybe Ashioks. Yeah, Terminate can come out for Leyline. Because they're just tokens, and then we can bring a Blood Moon in for a Dreadbore here is okay. I'm going to take one Shrieking out for an extra Blood Moon here to make it interesting. We'll try this. Making ourselves a lot more of our creature package here. My opponent didn't see any creatures, but they did see red, which would probably worry them a little bit. A little bit of red could make them worried. Brutality for Wrenchmine? No, Wrenchmine seems still good. We'll play first. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and Inquisition, see what's up. Let's see what's up, opponent. All right, we have a Bobble that I'm not worried about, Night's Whisper, and a Smallpox. I technically can't cast the Smallpox at the moment. Do I want to risk that? I think I do. I think I do. We're gonna risk it. We're going to risk it here because I think the upside is that this draws them some cards and gets them towards something where Smallpox isn't very good against, say, Rabblemaster. Opponent plays Bobble here. Biscuit equals risked. You only assume it's risked. Opponent's going to see this Rack next turn. Going to be super cautious. As long as they don't have an Urborg here, we'll be okay. Guess it really doesn't matter. All right, the Rack is in play. This is the moment in which they cannot play Smallpox unless they have an Urborg. If they have an Urborg, then I don't know. Then I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if that list got up to the website already. Refresh. It is? Nice. Made it up there, Last God. It did it. Last God's disappeared since donating. I'm kind of worried about Last God. Loki probably disconnected the internet. What are we doing with this rack? Let's go. Let's go, rack. Racking. All right, we don't want to boom bust either. Snow-covered mountain here. Boom bust kill this. Then we concede. This will get them their black. They can then Godless Shrine with the smallpox here. The Triome is played. I need Thoughtseize. It's most definitely not a Thoughtseize. All right, so they ended up top decking a boom bust here. The next card they'll do here is a flagstone plus this smallpox, probably. Oh, nope, Godless Shrine. That's right, they need double black. But I could see them doing a smallpox here. This isn't good. Get rid of Leyline of the Void. It's just never being cast. Get rid of a Sacred Foundry. I'll get rid of my mountain. Okay. Like, we're not in a bad spot if I hit some running lands. These are both good lands here, by the way. One, I can fetch with both. Two, they're safe from boom bust. Okay. I'm doing all right. There's Flagstone. Okay. Now what? No, stop. Stop it, opponent. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get rid of a Liliana. I want a Rabble Master and the other. We'll get rid of a Prismatic Vista. They ramp, they do their thing. I'll take a Raven's Crime off the top. I think I got rid of those. Discard or land. Oh, I just have to rip this. I just gotta go with a Thoughtseize. Steel, I'll take it. Seal Fire out of hand, let's go. Take 3. Flood, please. We have an emote for that. Ooh, 1 land, 2 land. Corey, exclamation point, donate, I think is what I put it under. 3 mana. Kaya, bye-bye, rack. Fine by me. Top deck land, let's go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Grayson Abrams summoning the greatness. Let's go. Let's go ahead and hit this Kaya here. You are gonna die, opponent. Got him. Didn't expect the Rabble Master, did you? Godless Shrine in here, tapped. Removes the token. Don't have smallpox. Oh. Aye, damage. Swing with everything. Go to 1. Discard. There we go. What'd you discard down there? Flagstones? Uh-huh. You try to smallpox me. I know you did, opponent. What is this? Anger of the Gods? Oh. Valakut Awakening. Draws a card. Now they're going to bring all their removal back in. Here it comes, all the removal. I kind of want this extra Blood Moon. Seeing Kaya in there makes me want to just cut like a rack here. Go for it. I almost want something like K-Command or something instead of Wrench Mine now too. I don't know. Just submit. Dreadbore? Nah, I don't want Dreadbore. I don't want Dreadbore for that. Uh-oh. 1 lander? Uh-oh. 1 lander Blood Moon? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My opponent's a Smallpox, Boom Bust, Mardu list. I can't keep a one-lander, right? That's just like asking to never win this game. Mold a 6 lands and keep. Definitely want more than that. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is actually not too bad. All right, keep. I kind of want to just get rid of the rack for now, because Kaya could take care of it, ley line, and then just get to Inquisition them. I mean, like, look at this. This is pretty good. 3 lands here. Stop the searching for my opponent. Oh, this is like perfect. This stops flagstones. Smallpox are fair game now. Let's go. Maybe I play Prismatic Vista first. Don't even Inquisition, because this doesn't die to Boom Bust. Inquisition doesn't take Boom Bust, by the way. Opponent doesn't like seeing this ley line. They're staring at it. They're just like, nope, I don't like this. I don't like this. Watch this crack the earth. Seal fire. Okay. Dodged. All right. I'm going to still go ahead and Inquisition here. See what we got here. We have a crack the earth. We have the Boom Bust. We have a Lingering Souls. Well, take the crack. It's kind of interesting. The whole crack the earth with a Seal of Fire here as well is interesting. They can Boom Bust me if they want to. Doesn't do a whole lot for them. Flagstones. Okay. Boom Bust. All right. Boom Bust. Boom. Lands are dead. All right. Let's play Vista past turn. Look at this. Look at this Wrench Mine. This is setting up nice. Play that. Play that land. Godless Shrine into play. Tapped. Ooh, buddy. Looking pretty good. We have to go get black here for the Wrench Mine, but that's okay. We don't have any Skelementals right now. Just do double down on the black here. Wrench Mine them. Let's see what they discard. Yeah, I like where this is going. Lingering Souls and Valakut Awakening. All right, so Lingering Souls out. Seal of Fire to beat, and we have Planeswalkers about to show up. Probably Ashiok first, honestly. Flagstones played, and Lurrus. All right, well now it's probably Liliana, right? Liliana downtick, then they use this Seal of Fire on Liliana. It's not a problem with Leyline. I don't have that much removal in the list because I took most of it out. I think I have to get rid of this Lurrus and just accept that the Seal of Fire will kill the Liliana. The Lurrus is probably really difficult for us to deal with for a while, and this makes the Seal of Fire hit the Liliana, making our Rabble Masters and our Skelementals a little more alive than they were a moment ago. All right, little Polluted Delta here is never bad. I think we'll slap down a Shrieking Affliction. I think I'll go ahead and do this Ashiok too. Why not? Just do it all. And yeah, why not? Let's have some fun. Boom Bust, Night's Whisper, Baubles, Cascading. Sweet. We could even hit ourselves trying to hit our Kroxa as well, if we wanted to. A little mill of them first, though. That's always fun, right? Maybe I do go after myself. I don't know. Cleansing Wildfires, okay. We'll go get our red land here. A little draw for my opponent. This definitely feels like I should Ashiok myself. Ooh, rack. It's better against Kaya. I guess that's true. That's true. That's true. Let's mill ourselves here and see if we can hit this Kroxa. Oh, we hit we hit pretty much all lands. We'll pull our our thing up. We basically hit all lands. We hit a Liliana in there, but we hit 3 lands. Nice. All right. We'll keep going for it, though. Unless they blow up a land here. Lingering Souls. 2 creatures to beat. Yeah, we'll just get this. Oh, Wrench Mine. Ooh, Wrench Mine. Okay. Okay. I sort of like doing that. And then just leaving Ashiok here for a turn. Letting these hit them for some damage. Make it so they have to go after Ashiok. Yeah, let's go. Then we'll cash in Ashiok for ourselves. That was good. That was good. It all is working out against Mr. Pox Tokens player. Oh, they just go after me for 2. I like it. I like it. Yes. Yes. Just play this. Go ahead. Smack them for 6. End the game. Red rack. Yes. Opponent gives us the GGs. We give them the GGs back. Leyline of the Void doing what it needed to there. Racks finishing and getting the aggro with the creatures. What a game. What a game. Ashiok didn't do a whole lot, but was there for moral support. If we would have milled 4, we would have hit these. We had some really good cards coming up. Draw for the turn would have been a Thoughtseize. 1, 2, 3, 4 mill. Again, just not hitting it. Anyway, 2-1. Red rack. Aggro rack in Modern. I like this list. It's just enough aggression that it makes me feel like it can attack on a couple different axes instead of just being a rack list. And I think it gives you a little nice flavor to rack if you're a rack player and needed like transform into something else when the meta shifts a little bit. Just some thoughts. All right, we're going to keep this. We're against Will-O-Wisp 11. We've got Thoughtseize, Shrieking Affliction, and a Terminate. Looks like we are against Prowess. All right, let's go ahead and start with a Thoughtseize. Even though that does 2 damage, I'd rather take things that are annoying. I'll take the Soulscar Mage here because I have a Terminate. My opponent's hand is loaded with lands here. Where's the Lantern, though? That would be in just normal rack, like just straight rack. We have a fetch, non-shock. Just gets in there. I think here we go ahead and get rid of the Soulscar Mage. You can probably do it on their turn when they pump it up a little bit. Maybe they'll play a little bit oddly. We know this Opt exists over there. We'll attempt a Terminate. We have Skelemental and Wrench Mine basically clear my opponent's hand pretty nicely. Here's an Opt. Card on bottom. They take a random draw. Extra Opt here. Random draw. Bottom's random draw. And a Swift Spear. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at this turn here. The thing that I can think of is doing Fetch and Shock. The reason to do this is because then I can Wrench Mine and Shrieking Affliction or Raven's Climb Shrieking Affliction. And I can only do... two things here at most, which would be Raven's Crime and Affliction. I'm going to do the Skelemental. I think it's got the best upside to winning this game. Getting the extra black since I have a Wrench Mine here. This does 6 to them. Ties the game up 13 all. My opponent has the upper hand. They'll probably pitch this Wooded Foothills. Fiery Islet. So 1 random card to beat here. Unfortunately, none of this really does any damage. Light Up the Stage is a dangerous card for us if that's what they're playing here. It is. Lights the stage. Bolt and Mutagenic Growth. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And a Stormwing. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I almost don't want to show them this stuff now. If I play Shrieking Affliction, my opponent bolts and Mutagenics. This is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got me, opponent. Nice Light Up the Stage. Nice Light Up the Stage. Alright, Rabblemaster Collective Brutality can come in, and for the most part I just stripped Thoughtseizes out in this matchup. One Raven's Crime is probably not bad, probably the second one. We're moving to more of the red now. Probably K-Command wouldn't be bad. It's a removal, it's a weak removal. Might be better than a Wrench Mine, tough to say. Could be better than Raven's Crime. But we move into the red here to be more aggressive and interact. We obviously had Terminate and Dreadbore already in the main deck. Adding K-Command is kind of questionable, but we got Rabblemaster to be aggressive. This would be one of those matchups where a bridge would be beneficial. They don't know I'm Rack, though. But I'm not sure Rack is fast enough against Prowess. We'll just hope that we have enough removal initially. Seems reasonable. Alright, let's go ahead and Inquisition. Keeping in mind that we're always on the play, because I wanna kill some problem cards. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Manamorphose, Mutagenic Growth, and Sprite Dragon with 2 Stormwing entities. What I can do is I can take a Sprite Dragon here. Then I can Collective Brutality to steal Manamorphose or Mutagenic. And then they won't have anything to target. So let's get rid of the Sprite Dragon. There's probably a world where you could take Manamorphose there, get the Sprite Dragon off the Collective Brutality, and 2-mode it. I'm going to try to just steal the Collective Brutality right now. We can 2-mode this to gain a little bit of life. We have too many fetch lands anyway already. And now we'll go ahead and steal that Manamorphose. Lava Dart's a little bit frustrating to see because that'll allow them to get a Stormwing in. But now that I took the Manamorphose, they'll need more blue in order to get the Stormwing entity down. This buys us time. Ironically, though, it's not emptying their hand at all. And the Lava Dart's kind of the worst thing to see. There's a Gut Shot. So now they get to play a Stormwing. Dang it. Well, I guess I terminate that. Almost hoping for another terminate here so that I can take care of the second one when they go, like, land Lava Dart Stormwing entity. I didn't realize this reduces the blue as well. I thought it reduced to 3 colorless. Puts 2 cards on top of their library. Well, we'll rack here and terminate. That being said, I don't see them firing off cards now with a rack in play. Creature down, though. We're doing this because if they Mutagenic on the Stormwing, they can then play the new Stormwing. Or this makes it a little bit awkward what they need to do. My opponent top decked a Manamorphose, though, so they're good to go with their new Stormwing entity. Looking for Liliana, Terminate, Dreadbore, not Fatal Push. There's a Stormwing. Lava Dart and Mutagenic Growth are the cards in their hand. Wrench Mine wouldn't be bad, I guess. Crocs is alright. A discard here, and then we can actually play it next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus this card. They'll discard Lava Dart here. Cool. Alright. So, not the worst. Again, it'd be lovely to get rid of this somehow. This does a little bit of damage here from the rack. Okay. Opt. It's a good one. We'll see if they take a random draw or if they take the one right off the top here. On top and takes it, so they like it. New Stormwing entity. That's really good. I'm going to go ahead and fetch here. Our obvious play is just to play Kroxa here. They're going to burn their mutagenic growth here, I assume. 4, 7, 8, 9 damage. Scry is a 1 top, 1 bottom with their Stormwing. Mutagenic. They do not mutagenic. They want to save 3 life with the Kroxa. Wrench Mine, interesting. Well, we can do that later. We can do that later. We're going to go ahead and put a Kroxa into play. Alright, Kroxa here. They're going to take 3 anyway. I guess this is 3 that they don't take because of the mutagenic growth being pitched here. Wrench Mine's here just to make a discard next turn, though I prefer a Terminator Dreadbore. I have both in the library still. We can put them to 1. Kroxa attack, rack, and if we do get to attack with the Kroxa, we can Wrench Mine out the card, and that would assume that they've attacked us for 6. 7, 8, 9 damage, which would put me to 7, making 1 spell off the top lethal. Bolt's frustrating. Now I need... Oh, okay. They attack with just 1. All right. Terminate? No terminate. Definitely going to go ahead and attack for 6. Holding cards here. They may be afraid of anything, so they may block here. They do. Going to hold everything and pass the turn. They take 3 here as well from the rack. We are presenting lethal. My opponent has a Lava Dart over here, so they can do 5 to me, putting me to 4. Let me get there with our aggressive creatures. No longer dead on board. Exactly. All right. Can you check my list when you can? There's no link there. I think we just send it back. Would I want the Thoughtseizes to take care of Stormwings? As long as the board is clear, Liliana terminates and Dreadbores deal with it. If the board's not clear, then only the terminate Dreadbores deal with it. Yeah, we'll look at it at the end of the league. I just don't want to be taking 2 damage. I mean, like, a perfect example was that matchup where it would have mattered. I think we just send it back. Just send it back. No removal. No removal. Got a Wrench Mine. This is probably too many lands, right? This is 5 lands. Oh, this is 5 lands. It's way too much. I need removal or way to interact. Let's mulligan this. Oh, look, no lands. Pretty good hand otherwise. All right, this is better. Keep, rack gone, Wrench Mine, I guess, has to go here. This way I have at least Fatal Push and Terminate and can at least go after their hand with an Inquisition, possibly. There's a Swifty. Are you dark? Fatal Push. I'm going to pass the turn here with Fatal Push open. Yeah, we'll have probably one more match before we get to that one, if that's all right. Extra Swifty. All right, they will be connecting here. I'll go ahead and kill one of these. A little bit less to deal with. Light up the stage here off of these two is kind of frustrating. I was hoping they just had the one creature that was haste. Maybe a Sprite Dragon to kill. Light the stage. Stage is lit. Sprite Dragon, Arid Mesa. All right. They have a bonus land here. So I could Inquisition or I can leave up a Terminate. Let's Inquisition. I want to get something out of hand and then I can put like Blood Crypt tapped. All right, that wasn't that scary. A bunch of lands. Bunch of lands actually isn't too scary here. They have 3 lands here, Sprite Dragon and an unknown draw. You're here all night. All right, we'll add that one to the queue. We're gonna be looking at lists later, apparently. Sprite Dragon is played. This is a Terminate, go fetch a Blood Crypt here kind of turn. It's all right. We have some pretty powerful things we can draw into. We'll just pass the turn here. Plan to terminate. Terminate and then like Liliana down tick here. We'll terminate the Sprite Dragon in case things go awry here because Kroxa can block here. Fiery Islets used and cycled. A lot of cards, 3 unknowns. Making me nervous. Extra Swift Spear here. Making Liliana look a little funny. Well, let's terminate Sprite Dragon. I don't even know if I'm supposed to fetch here. I can always fetch a basic. 14? Please no one light up the stage. Thank you. Push. All right, extra Liliana. At least I get to slowly kill both of these. We'll down tick here. And we'll pass the turn. Still not looking very good for us. My opponent's got quite a few cards in hand. We still know about the Steam Vents because I'm pretty sure that Steam Vents was there earlier. Or no, that was fetched off the Arid Mesa, I think. Mountain played. Lava Darts Lily. Maybe just sack. Wonder if a Leyline would have been okay for the Lava Dart. It's probably not a thing. Alright, I'm going to fetch here only because I'm at 12. That doesn't really matter between 12 and 11 here. Just one less card to pick up. Let's go ahead and Liliana down tick once more. Thank you. Hopefully the luck pays off here. I'm going to hold the Blood Crypt here. There's nothing at 5 that I want to play. And if they leave Liliana alone, I can uptick. They don't, though. Uses Lava Dart to clear that off. We have Steam Vents and an unknown card left. 2 cards that are unknown. Soulscar Mage is a good one for them. Steam Vents now played. And 1 unknown. Top of the library is a... Blood Crypt. Oh. Looking for a way to remove Soulscar Mage or a way to start getting aggressive like Kroxa or Skelemental. Opponent attacks for 1. Please don't be light up the stage. Please, 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 please. Okay. What are these lands? Stop it, lists. Come on. Removal, discard, action. A Attacks for 1. I'm going to 9. Bolting me. Going to 5. Lava darting me. Going to 3. Lava dart. Going to 1. I'm at 1. Where's my collective brutality off the top? Surgical, sure. Take a look at the list. Get a screen capture opponent. Dang it. So they just drew gas until they found the Soulscar Mage. Oh. Land. There's a Skelemental. There's a Rack. There's a Wrench Mine. There's a Dreadbore. Collective Brutality. Brutality kills this, but doesn't really because they had all those spells. Oh my gosh. Alright, that puts us at 2-2. We're fighting for the treasure chest. We need to get one tonight. Fighting for the treasure chest here is our final match in this league. That was rough. Just flooded out. We do have 23 lands, so. The problem you found with lists like this is it gives opponents time. Yeah, well, that's the reason we've put in the aggression like Kroxa and Skelementals. We do have ones that have like Seasoned Pyromancer and then Lurrus, and the idea is that you're just trying to like pressure all the time. This list, obviously being more that rack category, is hoping that it can make you discard enough things that is slowing down the game. I got this, Abram. I got this. All right, we got this. Confidence from Abram. Let's go. 5th match. 2-2, opponents 0-0. We don't even have to choose if we go first or second. As said, though, I'll go first a lot of times. All right. This hand seems reasonable. I'm going to keep it. Fetch Shock. Got the Urborg. Got double Ravenscrime plus Kroxa. Let's make this happen. Keep. You like the 3rd Kroxa over the 4th Wrench Mine? Noted. All right. Let's get it going. Top is a Blood Crypt. It is a fun list. Sometimes, even though we'd like to be winning, it's fun to play the lists that are, shall we say, interesting. We're going to go ahead and fetch and shock still here, and I'm going to go ahead and Ravenscrime my opponent. If we flood out, now we have the Ravenscrimes. I can, yes, Corey, yes. I make every deck enjoyable. You're so kind. We can find a miserable list. Maybe that'll be the objective on Friday. We won't play the King's Betrayal. What? What card? Exactly. Tron is exempt from fun. Sorry, Grayus. Sorry, Grayus. Exempted from fun. All right, so what is our next move? Next move, Kroxa. Following move, Raven, Rack. That could work. And Oust was just ditched here. We have blue-white. Well, this gets interesting. Any list with Ravenscrimes, your kind of list? Now I can like Ravenscrime if I wanted to. I feel okay shocking in here. Let's go ahead and try Kroxa first, though. The irony in a prison player saying another deck is exempt from fun. You have a comment? We need a World Tree deck list. That would be interesting. Tron is like prison, just steal your lands. All right, Fledgestone cracked here. Timely Reinforcements hits the bin. Kroxa hits our bin as well. Field of Ruin for my opponent. We have 4 cards remaining. Raven's Crime's looking delicious here. My opponent makes a Narset. Narset puts a card back into the hand. We don't like that. That's not allowed. Let's see what we draw. If we draw a land, we can Raven's Crime, Raven's Crime. We want to hold 4 lands for Kroxa, though. Mana Leak 2 hands. That gets rid of Kroxa problems later. We do hit a land. I actually want to play this into play. Let's go ahead and Raven's Crime. Let's go ahead and Raven's Crime again. I can't imagine I Raven's Crime another time. I think I get down to Rack or the Shrieking Affliction. I'm not sure, though. Teferi's down here. They have this Mana Leak. They're worried about our upcoming Kroxa. Maybe I'm supposed to just go triple Raven's Crime here, because if I use the Kroxa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have to get rid of the Raven's Crime. I'm gonna go Raven's Crime. Let's do triple Raven's Crime. We don't get to do that very often. 3 mana, discard 3. See if they want to keep this Mana Leak finally. There goes the Mana Leak that they got. They like their last card. It's probably a land, if I'm really honest. Land, Narset, play Jace, concede. Just kidding. Just kidding. We wouldn't do that. Logic Knot. Logic Knot. All right, we hit a land. Well, we can start with like Affliction, then Rack. Then we could crime them. But I'll probably set up for a Kroxa here. Can be a real problem card. Makes sense. They're really worried about this Kroxa probably being played. Now I have 2 Rack effects, though. Now I kind of just want to attempt a Raven's Crime here. Like, the Kroxa's not resolving, and I just have this, like, Raven's Crime that I'm happy to do. And my opponent's got a Narset, but that's not going to put any more cards into their hand. Discarding a card here. If we top deck, say, Wrench Mine, things get interesting. A little bit. Bye. Logic Knot to the bin. Every counter spell that they've gotten just goes down here. Who needs them? Rack doing Rack things. 1 damage. I could see them just holding and passing this turn. If that's the case and I get a land, I'm going to try Kroxa. Nice card. Nice card. Let's slam them. Do you have a counter for this? Watch it be Path. Path this. I dare you. I dare you. I've got the pressure. How's that Mana Leak and Logic Knot looking now? This feels really good. This feels really good because if it's a path here, then I get to Kroxa them next turn, and if it's not a path, then we hit them for 6 and make them discard 2, which turns these on mega times. Them using a path discards a card, pumps us up 1 land, and then I don't have to worry about using it for Raven's Crime. Whoa, 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 opponent. Snapcaster Mage. Oust his sorcery speed. We're good. Gets an opt. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay. When things open up, you're going to buy it in paper? Nice, y'alls. There's an opt. So they get a random card. Put it on top and kept the card. And now Skelemental smash his face. Down to 12. Discard 2. Shrieking and Rack. Trigger. Whoa, Archmage Charm. Whoa, they could have stolen it. Whoa. Time out, opponent. Take some damage. Buy it now, you won't. Detention Sphere. Thankfully, we have 1 and 1 here. Woo! Dodged. Let's find a Skelemental off the top, please. Let's go. Come on, one time. We'll take a land here, too. They're currently tapped out. Steals my rack. How dare them. Attack for 2. Whatever. Fatal Push this, get this out of the way. Go ahead. Now we need the Flood. Shrieking Affliction doing its thing. Down to 5, 4. No, this is the one that does 3. Yeah. My opponent plays the land. That's crazy. Why would you do that? We hit our land. We don't get to play Kroxa here, but they're going to take the damage. Down to 1. We win. We win. All right. Planeswalkers, huh? Blood Moon's Rabble Masters, probably reasonable to bring in here. Terminate, Dreadbore, and Fatal Pushes can be scooted out of the list. Gonna take a rack out. All right, what do we think here? Do I want Leyline of the Void? Do I want Ashiok at all? Do I want Collective Brutality? Yeah, this one's not the Thunderkin one. That's the Kroxa Skelemental Kitty list. Oh, wait, why am I bringing a Dreadbore out? You're right. Get rid of a Raven's Crime for that. What are they bringing in? It's a good question. They had a Detention Sphere. I don't really know. Probably a lot more removal. Celestial Purge is probably coming in. Maybe making the Blood Moon not as great. Could bring in a Rest in Peace. Can't do much about that. Kroxa is really the only thing that's affected by that. Raven's Crime is a little bit, so that would be a reason to keep the Raven's Crime out as well. They might bring Feed the Swarm in, but it only hits a Shrieking Affliction. Oh, you mean for us. What am I talking about? They're blue-white. They don't have black mana. They don't have black mana. They have a Queller sideboard. So you're telling me I should keep a couple Terminates in? I'm kind of not liking these Blood Moons, actually. Let's keep a couple Terminates in, and let me keep the Raven's Crime in. No, no, no. Ashiok. No, no, no. Collective Brutality. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's go. Some of them have Spell Quellers. We'll keep a couple Terminates in. It doesn't hurt us that much. We're looking for probably a more aggressive hand with creatures. That'll do, and they let us go first. What a kind fella. I'm gonna fetch and shock too. We gotta assert that dominance here. Fetch, shock, Inquisition. Let's see what's going on. We have an Opt, a Snapcaster. I'll just take the Snapcaster, right? Ooh, 100 more bits from that ghost. The Anonymous Cheerer. Do I care about this Narset? I kind of do. You know what? I'm going to take Narset. Who cares about Snapcaster? Snapcaster is garbage. We're going to get that rack down, and then we're going to Rabble Master. It's going to be good. Narset is gone. Flooded Strand is played. Definitely probably an Opt coming. Ooh. Ooh, Raven's Crime. Very good card. Okay. I'm very excited for Raven's Crime. I like it. Discard. What are you going to discard, opponent? Discards a Snow-Covered Island. We're going to just... I almost want to not rack here and just go one more. One more Raven's Crime, why not? We'll get rid of a swamp. Just make it real frustrating for them. Rack's not gonna do anything anyway right now, so why would we bother? Just continue to make them discard all that garbage in their hand. Flooded Strand. That was one of the draws. Go ahead, opponent. We know all 4 cards. I want to see an opt. I want to see a bottom with this opt. I want to see that random card go to your hand. Scry is... Uh-oh. It's on top. Scry on top. Glacial Fortress here. 2 mana. Rest in peace. That's what they kept? Ooh. No. Rabblemaster's supposed to be played, but Wrenchmine's so good here. Oh, we have to, because then I can rack and then... Oh, we're just ending this opponent. Your Snapcaster's useless. Get rid of that. We're good. They'll never see the Rabblemaster coming next. They get rid of Snapcaster and Field. Rack, go. Land, Detention Sphere. 1 time. Why am I asking for that? Land, Detention Sphere. Let's go. Opponent does not have a land. I'm going to Wrenchmine him again. Who's going to play Rabblemaster? Not this guy. 2 cards go to the bin. Aether Gust and Cryptic Command. We dodged one with Rabblemaster. I don't have double red. I can finally play Rabblemaster. Go, 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 little goblin. In for a damage here. Unfortunately, we do not get them to discard Rack not online as much. 2 damage here. Or no, 2, yeah. Down to 9. Opponent does not have another land. Rest in peace. Get destroyed. 3-2. Was the land red? No, but it was a discard spell. 3-2 with the rack here. Red rack in Modern. We're actually glad we added the Lightning Skelementals. We had a few things that were a little bit different initially, and we went ahead and adjusted it, and it worked out really, really, really nicely. It's definitely a controlling list. It's definitely going to be a little bit slow at times. I think Last God had a really good point there where some lists are so proactive with what they're doing that you can kind of get stuck not doing enough quick enough. And Rack can stumble a little bit that way. And we try to fix that problem for a larger meta with things like the Skelementals, the Croxes, and the Rabblmasters coming out of the sideboard. If there was something to change, I probably at this point would take the 3 Blood Moons out and bring in something like Anger or Bantu or maybe even a Damnation, some sort of board wipe to help with if the creatures go wide, for example, in the Elves match, or even like the Lingering Souls token matches. Anything to get rid of a wide board would probably be reasonable to add to this list. Overall, though, Red Rack's a lot of fun. It's a cool splash for the Rack archetype. And if you're not all on just Black Rack, maybe a little thing like this will add a little spice to your list. Red Rack here in Modern. Go enjoy it.